Imagine a tournament so massive that entire economies pause when it kicks off. A stage where a single mistake can break the heart of 100 million people, but a flash of genius can make you an immortal hero before sunset. This isn't club football where billionaires buy trophies every spring. This happens only once every 4 years. It's the ultimate global war of sporting attrition. Every 1,460 days, the world stops to watch. If you've ever felt completely left out when the entire planet suddenly starts screaming at a TV screen, don't worry. By the end of this video, you won't just understand the World Cup, you'll navigate it better than most lifelong fans. Welcome back to Print Stadium, the home of football printables, football learning resources, and football education. I'm Alex Carter, and this is Football Explained. Today, we are breaking down the biggest sporting event on earth from A to Z, completely designed for casual fans, packed with real-life examples. Let's get into it. To truly grasp the World Cup, you have to understand the fundamental difference between regular club football and international football. Throughout the year, superstar players like Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland play for clubs like Real Madrid or Manchester City. These clubs have massive budgets and can buy any player from any country. But when the World Cup arrives, club loyalties are completely tossed out the window. Players can only represent the nation of their birth or heritage. No transfer fees, no multi-billion-dollar club signings. It is pure, unadulterated national pride. And here is the kicker, it only happens every 4 years. Think about that. A standard player's peak career lasts maybe 10 to 12 years. That means an elite player might only get 2 or 3 real shots at winning a World Cup in their entire lifetime. If you get injured, if your team has one bad afternoon, or if the referee makes a controversial call, your lifelong dream vanishes for another 1,460 days. That extreme scarcity is exactly why the pressure is so heavy it can crush even the strongest players. When you sit down to watch a World Cup match for the very first time, you don't need to memorize hundreds of player stats. Instead, just categorize every team into one of these 4 distinct buckets. First, you have the favorites. These are the traditional powerhouses with stacked squads who expect nothing less than total victory, think Brazil, France, or Argentina. Second, we have the dark horses. These are dangerous, highly organized teams containing world-class talent that the favorites desperately want to avoid. A perfect example right now is Norway, led by the absolute goal-scoring cyborg Erling Haaland, capable of destroying any defense on his day. Third, look out for the underdogs. These are the lowest-ranked nations who barely scraped in, but who end up generating the beautiful stories that make the world fall in love with the sport. Think back to 2022, when Morocco shocked everyone by becoming the first African nation ever to reach a semifinal, or when Japan completely turned the tournament upside down by defeating both Germany and Spain in the matter of a few days. And finally, you have the icons. The individual generational talents who can completely flip a match on its head with one single moment of magic, players like Lionel Messi, Vinicius Jr., or Jude Bellingham. Now, if you want to fast-track your journey from a casual spectator to someone who truly understands the strategic genius behind every play, you don't need to spend years analyzing dense professional manuals. I've put together our premium guide, The Art of Soccer Mastery. Priced at just $27, this printable handbook breaks down all the fundamental football basics, confusing referee rules, advanced tactical formations, and positional roles into crystal-clear visual layouts. It's the ultimate shortcut to mastering World Cup knowledge and blending right into football culture. You can find the direct download link right below in the description. Countries don't just show up to the World Cup, they have to fight their way through a brutal, multi-year survival process called qualification. FIFA divides the planet into 6 distinct regional zones, known as confederations. UEFA is Europe, CONMEBOL is South America, CAF is Africa, AFC is Asia, CONCACAF represents North and Central America, and OFC covers Oceania. Each region is allocated a specific quota of slots based on historical strength. For years, teams played grueling home-and-away matches over several long months just to secure one of the coveted 32 spots. But right now, everything we knew about this process has changed. For the upcoming 2026 World Cup, FIFA has expanded the tournament from 32 teams to a massive 48-team format. This creates a beautiful, chaotic shift. More nations than ever before will experience their historic debut on the global stage. But it also introduces a completely new layer of strategic drama that changes the math of survival. Once the 48 teams are locked in, they are placed into the official World Cup draw. To prevent all the heavy-hitting favorite nations from knocking each other out on day one, teams are divided into balanced performance pots. Even with this balancing system, you inevitably get what football fans affectionately call a group of death. This happens when the random draw accidentally lumps 3 elite, powerhouse nations into the exact same group, ensuring that at least one world-class contender will be sent packing before the tournament even properly heats up. In this new 48-team era, teams are split into 12 groups of 4. Every team plays 3 matches within their group. A win secures you 3 points, a draw gets you 1, and a loss gives you absolutely nothing. The top 2 teams from each group move forward automatically. But here is where the math warfare turns chaotic. The 8 best third-place finishers across the entire tournament will also sneak into the next round. This means you can no longer coast. If two teams finish tied on points, the ultimate tiebreaker is goal difference, the total goals you score minus the goals you let in. A completely meaningless, late-game goal scored in the 95th minute of a match when a team is already losing 3-0 might look pointless to a casual viewer, but that single goal can fundamentally alter your goal difference and decide whether an entire nation flies home or advances to the history books. Because the World Cup is a massive family affair that unites generations, it's the absolute perfect time to get everyone involved in the excitement. That's why we created a Kickoff with Color, the ultimate World Cup coloring book for football lovers. Available for $14.99, this detailed coloring book is brilliant for kids and families alike. It blends relaxing artistic creativity with authentic football education, featuring beautifully designed illustrations of historic tournament kits, iconic team badges, and legendary moments. It's an incredible way to keep the younger fans engaged in learning about world football culture between the big match fixtures. Grab your copy via the link below. Once the group stage concludes, the tournament sheds its safety net and enters the cold, uncompromising arena of the knockout phase. In the group stage, a bad performance is a setback. In the knockouts, it's a fatal blow. With the new expansion, we now start with a massive round of 32. Lose here, and you are immediately boarding a flight home. There are no draws allowed. If a match is tied after the standard 90 minutes, the players must endure extra time, too grueling, exhausting 15-minute halves of additional play where cramped muscles and mental fatigue take over. And if they are still deadlocked after 120 minutes of exhausting play? Welcome to the most terrifying, drama-filled spectacle in all of modern sports, the penalty shootout. 5 selected players from each country step up alone to face the opposing goalkeeper from a mere distance of 11 meters. It is a psychological mind game. If things remain tied after 5 rounds, it goes to sudden death. One single miss means absolute national devastation. One single save turns a goalkeeper into an immortal legend. This is exactly how Lionel Messi and Argentina finally captured glory in 2022 and arguably the greatest final ever played. It all comes down to a test of pure, unadulterated nerve. Now that you know exactly how the brand new, expanded tournament structure works, I want to hear from you. Which underdog nation do you think is going to pull off a historic, shocking run in the upcoming tournament? And which traditional giant is going to fall victim to the brutal group of death? Drop your predictions in the comments section below. I'm personally jumping in to reply to your takes. The World Cup isn't just a sporting competition, it's a shared global phenomenon that completely alters the sports landscape every 4 years. Armed with this guide, you are officially ready to enjoy the beautiful game like a seasoned pro. Don't stop your learning journey here, though. If you want to master the single most controversial ND misunderstood rule in the entire sport before the next match kicks off, click right here to watch our absolute masterclass breaking down the offside rule completely. Make sure to smash that subscribe button to join the Prince Stadium family. I'm Alex Carter, and we will see you in the next episode.